What's up, everybody? Welcome to this edition of the Biker Angle. I'm James Hollywood Machikari, and hopefully all those out in Sturgis are just waking up after a good night of partying, banging, and broads. Well, that's the way the old days used to be anyway. But hopefully you guys are staying safe out there. The cops ain't harassing you all that much and all that good jive. But, you know, before I begin, I wanted to say, this lifestyle isn't that hard to figure out, people. Going, every morning I have to wake up, I go see what the biker news is, all that good stuff, search the internet, see what's going on in the lifestyle, and you get a lot of people while you're going through all the posts and stuff like that, and it's like this is rocket scientists or some shit to these people. You know, this life is not rocket science. It's actually very easy, and I know people, they get a lot of questions and, because they're exposed to something new. And shit, quite honestly, it's new to me with a lot of the stuff going on that goes on out there in modern times. And trust me, it was never like this when I started out in, the early days in '93 and all that good stuff. But it really isn't all that difficult to find out. Right now, you guys actually got a hell of a lot of resources to go to. Back in the day, it was a little different. You actually had to go out to bars, or you actually had to go out to rallies to figure out, for example, if you wanted to join a motorcycle club, you had to go out to the bars, find the people, know the people, and, hang around. Now you can go on, find these clubs on the websites and all that type of stuff, and, you get a conversation going like that. And that's okay as long as you still go through, the regular process. But some of the conversations I hear out there are like, holy shit, man, really? It's not difficult to figure out shit, man. But you also have a lot of other resources out there that bullshit people, quite frankly. And I'm talking about the motorcycle club stuff. And, some resources I do like that I really think that are good for people are Big Kaz's channel. Or you got Dibs, Dibber in the Wind. I love his stuff because you get to learn what's going on overseas, how they think about stuff. And then you got BD, Black Dragon, his is good. So there's a whole host of good people out there, but there's also a whole host of shitty ones out there too. Some of these shitty ones actually could get you fucked up on the street. Because after all, motorcycle clubs, especially when you get into the, the official support clubs, the one percenter clubs, that's when you're getting into a street game. That shit it's no joke when you're getting around that kind of stuff, man. It's a lot more hardcore. The members take this life very serious. They live and breathe this life. It's not like, your riding clubs or, your hog, chapters, which there's nothing wrong with them either. Actually, most people, I recommend going with a riding club or joining a biker rights organization like A-Bait, or you joining a hog chapter or whatever you got out there, Victory One or, Indian, whatever they got out there, the manufacturer clubs, the riding clubs. But when you're getting into MC stuff, you really gotta, pay attention, know what you want. The internet, even this channel, is not going to teach you what you need to do to join a motorcycle club. We got, suggestions. That's about it. Other than that, it's on you, man. And a lot of people need to realize this shit is not hard. It's about going out there, getting into the real world, getting off the internet highway, and actually getting out there and knowing people. But if you're going to want to join a motorcycle club, you're going to want to make sure you know what the fuck you want to do. And it's not all about, we used to call it patch power. It's not all about getting a patch. Yeah, the fucking broads come when you get that patch, trust me. And there's no other feeling in the world than having a patch and a bunch of guys that are right behind you that'll stick by you through thick and thin. but it's also a serious commitment. So, chew on that for a minute. This is not hard, but you do got to watch where you get your information from. Biker news sites, oh my God, let me tell you. There's sites out there that are playing to one base or another that try to call themselves opinion news sites, where they're actually pushing, the agendas of one person's club over another, or, their favorite because they're supporters, what have you. Insane Throttle Biker News ain't like that. We're independent, we're straight down the middle, we give both sides a chance to tell the story. And that's really important, because if you got biker news sites out there pushing agendas, you're going to get somebody hurt on the street. This is no joke when it comes to the street, man. In the upcoming book, I actually got some stuff that's going to blow your guys' fucking minds when you see it. It's going to blow your minds. Because I know it did me when I seen it. Because there was a situation down south between a couple clubs that could have got real freaking nasty. And because of this article that was put out, not sourced, not verified, just put out on somebody's word, could have got a lot of people hurt. And the situation down there was already fluent. So it didn't need any more gas put on the fire, let me tell you. But you got these sites pushing their agendas, and, shit can really happen out there on the street. So just think about where you're getting your news and all that good stuff, and always question it. Even here at Insane Throttle, question the shit out of it, man. If you got a question, I get emails fucking, all day long, all night long, and I do my best to get back to them, but I get so many, it's hard to keep up with. So if it takes a while for me to get back to you, I'm sorry, but that's the incoming. But also, August 19th, because you guys have been asking for some lives, I'm going to try one. I think I got this YouTube live thing figured out. So we'll do some lives and take some questions, do some answering, all that good jive and all that good shit. So, with that, let's get on to the news, shall we? The thousands of motorcycles who descended on Springfield for the 31st annual National Bikers Roundup packed up Sunday after what was in their minds a successful 5-day gathering. You see how the news media has to put their freaking, they gotta chime their fucking shit into it? Just can't write the article. They gotta put their opinion in it. Can't just state facts. They gotta put their 2 freaking cents in. Anyway, the Roundup, one of the largest annual gatherings of black motorcyclists in the country, brought as many as 20,000 bikers to the Illinois State Fairgrounds this past week. The 5-day rally, put on by black motorcycle clubs, featured concerts, a car and bike show, food and blood drives, as well as vendors, especially those selling motorcycle-related wares. Well, here you go, you fucking Mr. Wizard, writing this article. We're gonna be selling motorcycle-related stuff at a motorcycle rally, you fucking Harvard prick. Quote, as far as the business is good, said Abdu Jackson, a t-shirt vendor from Atlanta who set up a shop just outside the fairgrounds. I've been here all week and it's been very hospitable. All the bikers told me they enjoyed themselves. End quote. Judging by favorable reviews left on social media, there you go, everybody goes to that social media, and the positive words of bikers packing up Sunday, Springfield appears to have successfully met the challenge of hosting. Yeah, they go right to social media. Anyway, I'm not even going to go there. Marilyn Johnson of Indianapolis said she enjoyed the awesome hospitality of Springfield along with the tourism sites and campgrounds. One big happy family is what it was, Johnson said. Well, I think the news was out there wanting to have, big riots, or they wanted to have clubs shooting each other, but, this is a boring piece for them then. Eartha Bell, 59 of Pontiac, Michigan, said Springfield was a great place to spend her birthday week. Happy birthday, Belle. Hopefully you have a good one. She said she enjoyed the vendors and activities at the fairgrounds and the trips around the town, such as to Night Action Park. This is a quote. This one was much nicer than last year, Bell said, ranking the experience as a 9 out of 10. Quote, more enjoyable, more things to do and see. The first national roundup was organized in 1977 and attracted 49 rides. But it has since grown into nearly a week-long event that attracts up to 30,000 participants some years, according to the organization's website. And you notice, they said 30,000 participants. You didn't have no club shootouts and stuff like that, so I think the news is disappointed. This was the first time Springfield has hosted the event, which changes locations almost every year, though the group returns to Kansas City, Missouri every 10 years. Local businesses said they saw a noticeable uptick in business due to the roundup, including Hale's Harley-Davidson, which is only a 5-minute ride from the fairgrounds. Yeah, I bet you love that. Fucking Harley-Davidson anyway. That's going in our next story. Quote, our traffic flow through the dealership, whether they were here to buy a t-shirt or having service work done on their motorcycle, maybe buying some accessories for their motorcycles. We saw large numbers in all departments throughout the dealership, said Diane Hughes, the dealership's general manager. Yeah, they probably upticked that price, and man, they probably raised it 500% because they seen there was a rally in town. Hughes said the dealership has hosted large motorcycle events before, but this ranks as one of the largest. She said people from all over, including Cali, Maryland, Mississippi, and Texas, stopped in. Great crowd and really great people, Hughes said. I can't express how much that we were appreciative that the biker roundup was brought to Springfield. And you know what? It's actually probably good for Springfield because it's a shit fucking town, let me tell you. That city sucks. It's it's like fucking Detroit, that fucking town. It really is. They don't take care of it. The fucking mayor's a fucking piece of shit. Nah, I ain't even get into it. According to one organizer, hotels within a 40-mile radius of Springfield were fully booked, which that's a good thing. A boon for the local hotel industry, which is typically slow the week before the Illinois State Fair. As far as the Illinois State Fair, stay away from it. Again, it sucks. Roselle Noon, 69, one of the event organizers, said he was disappointed that some local businesses used the organization's logo without their permission or compensating them. But on the balance, the week was successful. Yeah, they're using their freaking logos. Dude, suit up, piss out. Anyway, the Reverend Lawrence Walls, a pastor from St. Louis, characterized this year's event as okay, but better than the previous years. I guess you can't please everybody, guys. And we see that every day here on social media. The spot in Fellowship was beautiful, Wall said. You take a lemon and you make lemonade out of it. You make the best out of it. Oh, goddamn, what a prick, man. Honestly, that sounds like a prick right there. You guys couldn't find any real bikers to, actually interview? You interviewed a fucking prick? Okay. Kansas City, Missouri. The end is near for Harley-Davidson motorcycle plant in Kansas City North. Many workers there will be working their final shifts Thursday and Friday. 2 of 3 shifts at the plant along Congress just south of I-435 will clock out for the final time. Around 180 workers total will say goodbye to a factory that has operated the past 20 years. Yeah, because of the incompetence of the leadership over at the company, you cocksuckers, people lost their jobs. But hey, you're still getting paid your millions. The actual plant is not expected to completely close until next year. One shift will continue to make motorcycles, but they will begin the process of moving operations from Kansas City to York, Pennsylvania. You know what? Only 100 and something jobs are going to York. That's bullshit. The rest are going over to Thailand. But nobody wants to tell you that. And then you got all these people out there, you know, woofing about, well, Harley-Davidson has to be global. They got to go where the money is. Yeah, tell the workers and your fellow American citizens that just lost their jobs. Tell them that. You know, fuck Harley-Davidson anyway. Harley has a state-of-the-art factory in Pennsylvania, and that is where they will soon make the 3 models of motorcycle they currently make in Kansas City. So, yeah, I'm not going to go there. All 800 Kansas City employees are expected to lose their jobs, while York will gain 450 new jobs at their factory. You notice that? 800 people are losing their jobs in Kansas. And this claim of 450 are going to the new factory is bullshit. That's been debunked. And you can read all kinds of articles from the Motley Fool to all the other business-related websites. That's a bunch of shit. Workers have known this day was coming. Harley announced it planned to shut down the plant back in January. Harley said they are not selling as many bikes as they once did. I wonder why, you pieces of shit. Because of this, Harley is building a plant in Thailand to sell more bikes in Asia, especially India, where there is a strong love of motorcycles. Well, there isn't a strong love for you, Harley-Davidson, here in the States. Earlier this summer, President Trump voiced his anger at Harley shutting down this plant in Kansas City and building one in Thailand. But Harley officials point out European tariffs on American bikes are very high, but making them in Asia, they can save a lot of money. Yeah, it's always about a lot of money, and that tariff bullshit is just that, bullshit. Because the EU and the US announced, what was it, 2 weeks ago, that we're going to go to zero tariffs? Yeah, Harley-Davidson, you bailed. You know what, you're coward fucks. That's what you guys are, you're cowards. And you're crying about tariffs when, in the 80s, the tariffs were put in place to save your asses here in the States. But you don't want to, be reciprocal to your steel and aluminum workers. Those industries. It's all about Harley. And you know what? Besides that, Harley ain't the damn best bike out there. You guys haven't come up with shit. And the new models you guys are, they're a joke. So, we wish everybody who's losing their job out there in Kansas City well. Hopefully you guys can find a different one and things will be alright for you and your family. Because here at Insane Throttle, we're hardcore 100% shit, 1,000% behind our, union workers. Fuck what everybody else says. Due to the shutdown, the Kansas City plant no longer offers factory tours, and the visitor center, where they sell Harley merchandise, will close in September. Yeah, where they sell Harley merchandise. Yeah, they sell about $50 freaking t-shirts that ain't worth a fucking damn. But, anyway, that's this morning's Biker Angle. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Put it in the comment section below. If you'd like to see a subject covered, just, put it down there below too, and I'll see if I can get to it. This week on Motorcycle, well, actually, today at 1 o'clock on Motorcycle Madhouse, it's going to be hitting a new episode. This Saturday, the big episode's coming out, and, hopefully everybody listens in. And I'll talk to you guys later. You guys make sure you stay safe, crack that throttle, and have some fun.